Right, well, this is now what I've been working on for the last couple of days. My panel. This is called the pendant. It's the control for the crane. All manufactured in here. It's basically going to be one of these things, which is already in the workshop. Difference being, whereas this one's only got one hoist, this one got two hoists. So those are the hoists. They've got two motors in them. One motor for lifting the chain, and another motor on this side, which drives it along the rails, which drives it basically along there. It's called a cross travel. There's the cross travel motors, one per hoist, 3-phase, 0.4 kilowatt, going through a powerful gearbox though. And they get their power from this, which is called a festoon. So as that thing moves along, these things are on wheels, and they can get dragged along, same as that one. And you've got these motors here. These are for the long travel. So as that motor turns, this wheel turns, and that moves that thing along that long beam. There's a motor on either side. So this is long travel motor. Cables go up here, run along there, all the way along there. And what we have here, it's called the junction box. It connects to this. So this is the pendant. This normally hangs down from up there. So you walk along and you control the crane with this. As you can see, that will move all the way along, all the way there. And yeah, that's that. Now, this is the control panel, main control panel. Main circuit breaker gives power to the whole board. Power goes in, spreads down, giving 3-phase power to each one of these. These are all the drives that control each of those motors. So this is your long travel, one drive for two motors, because the motors are relatively small. These motors are quite small. So that's a long travel. These are the two cross travel drives. Cross travel being the motion of those things along the beam. And these bottom drives are the drives that control the hoist, the lifting up and the lowering down. So let's power it up, see if it works. Alright, this is a pendant. This is a selector switch to select between the two hoists. So obviously if it's there, hoist 1 will operate. If it's there, none will operate. If it's there, hoist 2, and if it's there, hoist 1 and 2. It's been a headache trying to wire this thing up, I tell you what. So you have to press the start button, and oh yes, you have to have this button out. This is emergency stop. If you press that down, everything stops. So now we press the green button, and everything should come to life. Bing, bing, bing. Cool. So these show the frequency of the motor's starting frequency. So these buttons have got double action, so you can press it halfway down for one speed and press it all the way down for a faster speed. So first speed is 15 Hertz. Most of them are set to 15 Hertz. And top speed goes up to 50 Hertz. So let's have a look-see. So we select this to just the one hoist, and we drive it. Pressing that. Double speed. Awesome. Now we can select the other one. Double speed. Awesome. I can select them both. Oops, that's not both. It should be both. And oops, off they go. Both at the same speed. Cool. And then the up and the down. There we go. Both go down, both stop pretty solidly. Oh well, it's giving a bit of shit there because of the angle of the chain. Let's get the chain more vertical. The limit switch is activating. And lift. Double speed. Yeehaw! Stop. The lower. Cool. So then the long travel motors are just these ones. These run on the rails. So there we go. First speed, second speed. And that'll drive that little thing along there. The rails have already been delivered, or the rest of the crane that the guys have made up. So they've just been waiting for me to finish this so that you can load it up. But it's quite a lot of stuff to do. These are braking resistors. This is to dissipate the back EMF of the hoist motors. Because there's a lot of generation when you stop hoisting and you take your finger off the button. Then there's a lot of the motor becomes a generator, and that energy's got to be dissipated somewhere. So the big motors get dissipated by these resistors, and the small motors get dissipated by these little resistors. That's my plan over there. Still got to supply AC power into here. AC power gets supplied from this beam. It runs on rails like that orange thing over there. There's tracks there that supply 3-phase power. So we'll have to build that. But yeah, this is my workshop. Anyway, time to go home. Over and out. Actually, some boards looking very untidy. I should tidy these wires up a little bit before the morning. That'll be the last thing I'll do, and then I'll go home. Cheers.